First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to the true and living power, which is Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the true name of His only begotten Son, and there is no God beside them. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who definitely rule well, and honors and citations to the hopeful elect. The Wadati Habashim Shai for blessing me. Allow me to do another lesson. In this lesson, I just want to get into how, look, man, like, the true and living Most High God, right, so that you can understand, is without a doubt, okay, the God of Israel. And the true worshipers of a higher power is without a doubt, the Hebrew Israelites, specifically those that are among the doctrine of Great Millstone. So this is like proof right here. Like, if you believe in the scriptures, this right here is concrete proof of the true worshipers that pertains to the true and living power, man. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 41. An account of pure history. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. So in a place where this is like unto Rome, this is like unto Greece, this is like unto Babylon, where it's a great melting pot of people, you had the same thing, okay, back during the time of Alexander the Greek, in which he conquered like majority of the known world at the time. You know what? Okay, Khan. So I got a map here of everywhere that Alexander the Greek had conquered and ruled over, in which we know that he passed down his dominion to his top 4 generals, in which King Antiochus pretty much rose to power under the Seleucus, if I'm saying that right, dynasty. All right, one of the generals of Alexander the Greek. Just so we know where we talking about here, in which he ruled over the Babylonian territory. Regardless, it's a precursor of what's to come, right? So it says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. See? So the heathen already caved in when they noticed that shit was getting real. Alright? And that's especially and specifically under this Babylonian influence. Right? Which has a great influence, and mind you, this is Babylon the Great. So under Babylonian influence, heathens are all with it. But guess who isn't? See, things are being played out again. Those that are amongst Great Millstone's doctrine specifically. Not even all of Israel. Not even all of those that know they're Israel. They're still going to fall under an agreement of the commandment of the MO to the TB. But guess who's going to stay real, as in before time? The Hebrew Israelites, man. But even before the scriptures say, man, you had wicked Israelites that was snitching on the Israelites that wanted to keep the law still. They were snitching on them to the heathen. All these Israelites in our land that's not keeping the laws like you said. Man, yo, it's about to finally be time for us to live. You know, which live the life that's gonna be given unto us by Yahweh Shai through the Most High. So it says, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. For the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land. See, so he stretched it. So my apology. It went past the Babylonian territory, but we know that originally Alexander the Greek split his kingdom into the 4 generals, but here it is. King Antiochus extended it all the way unto Israel. Right? So it says, and so he forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days and pollute the sanctuary and holy people. See? Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts, that they should leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanliness and profanation. To the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. And this is what they want to do here in this lifetime. They want to make you forget that there's a higher power. Yuval Noah Harari even admitted it and said it himself boldly. He said, we're not going to need some God up in the clouds, but we're going to have a God in our clouds. You know, roughly paraphrasing to what he said. So this is what, once again, through the MO to the TB, what they seek to accomplish. Remember, the scriptures even say that though he sit in the temple of the Most High, he sits in the temple of the Most High, as if he is the Most High, man. Which I'll get it after this. So the end goal is to the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. Because forgetting the law is to forget our power. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die. See? So once again, swinging it back to the heathens. And the inspiration from this lesson comes from a lot of these heathens come here to Babylon the Great, and they fall in love with the philosophies of this place, the ideologies of this place. And yeah, they still get to keep their power. They still get to keep their own little holidays that pertains to their own little religions and stuff like that. They still keep it, amongst the, 8 to the Rabs. They still keep, what was it called? The day where the time period where they fast. Ramadan, they still keep stuff like that. And they still pray to their false power or whatever. But they merge and they integrate into the Babylonian, into America's holidays as well, which is the worship of false gods. The inspiration from this lesson comes from, I was working with an A to the rap dude, and he was like, he was speaking about one of the guys, another guy that we work with, but not on a daily basis, on an occasional basis. And he's like, this guy is truly my friend, bro, and that's why for Christmas, every year for Christmas, I get him a gift, bro. I'm gonna get him a gift for Christmas, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? I done seen it all now. Now you got a damn, and forget about it. You go into a Moab restaurant, you go into a Thai restaurant, whatever. Guess what? They decorate, man. Even they get into the holiday spirit. You may say, no, they just doing it for the customers and they doing it for money, but that means you sold out for money. That means you sold out for the customers if you participating in this heathenistic as Babylonian as they, man. So all these other nations, they integrate into the customs of Babylon the Great, and that's a precursor, and that's a foreshadowing that they're also going to integrate with the MO to the TB, which is of course going to come upon the whole world, as the scriptures say, to try them that dwell therein, man. All these heathens, man, it goes to show that, like, their zeal for their power isn't real. Like, it isn't real, man. It's phony, it's fake, and it's going to be put to the test. But the true worshipers, as it says in John the 4th chapter, Yahweh Shai saying it himself, the hour is going to come where the true worshipers will come to worship, man. And the true worshipers will not bow down, not even if it comes to death. They will not bow down to the ways to continue on and to maintain in this society, man. And that goes to show who the true worshipers are, and it also goes to show who the true and living power is, man. Okay, so that's heavy, man. That shows, and that gives us something to keep our chin up. Like, keep your head up, yo. Even in hard times, even in the midst of catching hell, yo, we are on the path of being a true worshiper. And what's gonna come with with being a true worshiper? Man, we're gonna receive everlasting life. We're gonna receive the crown, which represents salvation. We're gonna receive fame and praise in every land where we was put to shame. You know, we're gonna receive new bodies. We're gonna receive rulership over cities, rulership over planets. This is what's going to come with being a true worshiper, man. And right now, we are on a path, as though it seems, of being true worshipers. Because you will never see us participating. Yeah, we may show up. Our families may come and get together and cook food. And we may show up for a free meal to see how our family's even been. But you will never see us decorating our fucking houses. Or getting into some holiday spirit, or participating in these wicked ass holiday of the days, man. You'll never see us do that, because why? We are staying true to our power, man. And so that's a great and beautiful sign of a foreshadowing to come for when this real deal thing goes down, man. So just look at how much zeal these nations try to put towards their false gods and stuff like that. But then here it is, they're integrating, they're caving in, you know, with the world. So I just wanted to do that lesson, man. You know, it's a good look for us. Lord willing, is edifying, and with that,